Good morning, everyone. I'd like to start with some piece of history. It's so nice to see so many people here. This is from 1985, and then 1987, we started the Israel Association for Artificial Intelligence. The 1987 was already the fourth annual event, and we were all excited about the future of artificial intelligence in the mid-'80s, which is now known as the first spring of artificial intelligence. For many reasons, this spring became the winter of artificial intelligence in the mid-1990s. I guess we did not deliver as much as we promised. But then, now we have a renaissance. And luckily enough, I survived the first winter, and now I'm in the next spring. And I'd like to tell you some lessons I learned. And I'll do so, due to the lack of time, we only have 20 minutes, by kind of covering 10 points. Okay. Ignore the text in this one, okay? So first of all, clearly, we have an impressive performance of AI, okay, in recent years, starting around maybe 10 years ago. We already started to see amazing performance in terms of accuracy. But if you look at the applications that are now being considered successful, these are point applications. For instance, face recognition for safe city professionals. The AI part is fully automatic, closed, it recognizes the face, it gives it to you, and that's it. The AI part, that's all it does. Appointment booking in scheduling service people. Okay, this is an area I've been doing for like 25 years now. If all you do is you give a quote, the AI part, you do machine learning, you take all the data of history of our customers' calls, and eventually you say, okay, this customer, give him Wednesday between 2 to 5. If you do not take into consideration the travel time from the prior location of this technician, then such a recommendation is not necessarily very intelligent. So you cannot just do AI for appointment booking. If you want to be successful in business, it has got to be part of a broader solution, or in other words, the value, the business value of a limited scope solution is very minimal. Or let's take for medicine. Everybody now talks about medical diagnostic systems. By the way, the first part of my career was 10 years. This was my focus of my work, first at Tel Aviv University, then at USC, NASA Space Medicine, and the like. And guys, medicine is a very complex field. That's why you go for 7 years to school. If all the solution, the AI solution does is EKG interpretation, it's great, it's useful, it's very important. In fact, 2017, 2 years ago, Stanford came up with a terrific system recognizing all the 14 key classes in EKG, better than human performance on average. This is great, tremendous value, because in the US we do roughly 300 to 400 million EKGs per year. So if I save only 1 minute and increases the accuracy by percentage point, I'm already delivering value. But as far as the doctor himself, his workflow doesn't stop there, did not start there. It's a point solution. Am I clear on this? My view on AI for business is that we have to approach it as any other software. And the name of the game in business software is value. How much value does it deliver to my business in terms of market positioning, productivity, profit, whatever parameters you select? The level of intelligence enables you gains in 2 areas. Number one, the output quality. So if you do scheduling, the quality of the schedule. If you do EKG interpretation, the quality of the interpretation. And number two is how much does it contribute to the automation level. So if you look at this chart, this is an article I published about 2 years ago. I proposed this quadrant, in which at the bottom you have the automation. So if you take the EKG interpretation, the automation level is very high for a limited scope. So that's why the quality would be very high, but the level of automation would be relatively low. Or if you take appointment booking, the quality of the solution could be very low because of the lack of automation. Any way you look at it, if you take, for instance, the doctor's workflow, and you give him an AI tool with some intelligence, and I will get back to it in a second about man in the loop, throughout the process, a patient comes in, he asks him a few questions, the artificial intelligence system recommends what to do next. You go to X-ray, you come back, what to do next? Go to the blood test, you come back, and it stays with you all session long. This is what I call a broad solution, as opposed to limited solution. So, point number 3, AI solutions covering broad workflows generate higher values. So, Moshe, if this is true, how comes that the AI solutions of today, most of them are not there? And the answer is that most of the AI solutions you see today in the market focus on data-intensive, data-only, no man in the loop, closed solution, and deep learning, the famous structure, it's closed box, and that's the nature of the technology. So to take AI and integrate it into a broader solution, we would need a different approach, which I call it AI as a state of mind. If you watch a demo of a product, you quickly see if this product was developed with an AI state of mind or just this traditional software. Watch a demo, and person is starting to show, okay, now the user, let me give you an example from some demo I've seen 2 years ago, and since then they made tremendous progress. It was a traffic management for city. The user logs in, he gets how many cars are entering Jerusalem from Highway 1. And he can also get demo. He can also get how many cars are coming from the south. And he can also get this. Now, he can ask for some analytics on this. And now, and the user can do this, and the user can do that. And I watched the demo, and I asked this person, and why is the user asking all these requests? And you say, because he would like to know whether to change the speed of the traffic light from yellow to green in certain direction, or possibly to open another public lane. I say, so if the user is aiming at this, why not, when he logs in, tell him, I've already done all this analysis of how many cars came from this direction and that direction, and here is my recommendation what to do. There is a startup company in Israel called Mobi, which is doing just that. So you see the AI state of mind. It's not the user can do this, the user can do that. And that's what I call the first observation. Now let me take you through, I would say, almost full automation that can illustrate this from the Platane company, where they do intelligent systems for the manufacturing floor. Picture the following scenario. You have composite materials. These are rolls of fabric from which you generate, let's say, wings of airplanes. A message comes into the organization that says, there was a defect in roll 142. If there was only a traditional software, it would say, okay, show me which kits did we already produce from this kit. Then show me the schedule of this kit, when do they need to be delivered so I can fit them into reproduction. Show me this, show me that. Last summer, they integrated this software with the new Google Duplex, with the vision and the glasses and so forth. And listen to this, okay, a description. A message comes in, says, roll 142 is defect. Now the software does all of this chain automatically. It will tell the user, some on his glass, some in his ears, the following. We produce kit 141, 142, and 147 from this kit. I check the schedule, and this one is due today, this one is due tomorrow. I can fit the one for today between 2 to 4. Click OK if you agree, and then I will go further. The user clicks OK, and he goes and says, OK, I checked how many rolls we have some new roles, which I prefer not to open, some partially used roles. I recommend you use role XYZ. And I'm already doing the plan how to cut it optimally, and on and on. The user already is okay, and the user is only listening, and somebody else is solving all the decision-making problems. What I'm saying is that if you are trying to do software with an AI state of mind, it starts with product management. The guys who write the specification for the developers. Normally, as all of you know, there's a concept called the user persona, right? When we do product management, the user persona, and they do the specification for the programmers. If you are going to develop an AI software, there must be an AI persona, because it's no longer the user who is solving the problem. It's a man-machine team that are jointly solving the full workflow, sharing the roles between them relative to the expertise, knowledge, and so forth, and other parameters. So the workflows are viewed as a man-machine team taking different roles. Point number 8. I spoke before about the bigger workflows. One way to start in this direction, when you are going to develop a product for business or any other areas, typically the person who is going to be supported by this software has something that for 7 minutes ahead, 7 hours ahead, 17 days ahead, and so on and so forth. The name of the game, certainly in surviving in business, is not to wait until you have the perfect solution for the ultimate user with the ultimate intelligence. There are many startup people here, so the name of the game is just come to market when you have a good product that delivers sufficient value for people to pay for it. And if this product is only for 7 minutes ahead, it's okay. But when you do the analysis, market positioning, where you are heading, the longer-term plan, and the like, ask yourself, where else can I take it? I recall sitting with my team 20 years ago in Click Software, in some applications we did for the defense industry and the like. And every phase we developed something, I say, guys, let's push it up in terms of the intelligence. And every time we pushed it up, we got higher value and higher value. So if I go back, for instance, for what Click Software does, we started by developing tools for the daily scheduling. And then we say, you know, if you are short on capacity, even the best daily scheduler cannot help. So let's go into tactical capacity planning. Who goes on vacation and who is available. And then when the budget comes, how many people to hire, which is the long-term capacity planning. And to do this, you need to do forecasting. Each single step in this 7-7 formula is really a totally different artificial intelligence challenge that you need to solve. So that was number 8. And the answer is, OK, so how do you go beyond the product management? And what I'm proposing is a concept called the context and actions. It's a methodology. And this methodology is based on 3 elements. If you look at in fact, our life in general, and certainly in business, it's constantly 3 steps that go in circles. Where we are heading, what to do about it. Even in life. I have a calendar, I have meetings, and suddenly my wife calls. Sorry, I'm stuck in traffic, I cannot pick the kid from school. So your context change, right? Now you have some urgent thing to take care of. Your schedule changes. So you assess the situation, you see what you can move, what you cannot. I say, OK, I'm leaving. So some changes happen, and now you are Or for instance, OK, you have a perfect schedule for today, nice shiny day. Suddenly, a major road accident, the bridge is closed between Boston and Cambridge. Now, you have some technicians here, you have some technicians there. So again, you need to decide, where am I? If I don't do any changes, and they fix the bridge only in 2 hours, it's a major catastrophe, so let's reschedule. And I can give you examples, endless examples, how this concept continues on and on. And my proposal is, okay, the context and action is you start with the user's world, namely the application world, and you list context that he may face during the day. It's good to start with the timeline, but things can happen anytime during the day. Then you proceed to the software world, and it is then that the product manager needs to list what part the user does, the user solves, and what part the AI solves. And I'll stop here due to the time limitation, but just this quick summary. The name of the game in creating a winning AI software is to keep asking how to increase the participation of the AI software in the solution process of the given, namely increasing the level of automation. Then ask yourself, how can I increase the quality of the end result? The quality of the schedule, or the quality of selecting the roll of fabric, and so on and so forth. Eventually, both of these questions help you move in this AIQ quadrant that I showed earlier towards the northeast corner. And this is what eventually will give you the winning product. Last word. You all remember this question, okay, what computers can do and what computers cannot do. In fact, books from the 1970s, what computers cannot do. In my opinion, this is the wrong question. The question is, for any given domain, what is the best man-machine team that can do the best job in terms of value to humanity, including ethics questions and the like. As computer intelligence level increases, okay, dependence on the user's skills, knowledge, and experience decreases. Consider, for instance, Africa, okay? They have money to buy X-ray machines for ultrasound or for other purposes, X-rays or ultrasound machines, but they don't have the doctors to read them. If we can give them an automatic image interpretation, then we depend less on the skills of these physicians. User-computer team produces better decisions than any one of them individually. User spends less time typing. Remember I spoke about this Google Glass and so forth. A factory floor manager has a business to do beyond typing into a computer. The more automation you offer with quality decisions, he has more time to spend on whatever he's supposed to be doing. Overall, productivity goes up, users' resources, he manages, with error rate goes down, and with this, I will finish. Thank you all.